Noyam Shabbos. Two beautiful words. What a beautiful initiative. But where do we start? Where do we end? Every minute of Shabbos is Taka sweet. And I'd like to share with you a fascinating Chassam Sofer. There's a famous Gemara. The Gemara in Sanhedrin says, a guy, he wants to keep Shabbos. He likes Cholent, and he could use a day off. He's going to keep Shabbos l'shem Shabbos. He sees the Jews are so calm on Shabbos. He wants to keep Shabbos. So the Gemara, Goysha Shavas, Chayiv Misa. So the Chassam Sofer brings from his Rebbe the Hafla that in order to be Chayiv Misa, the guy has to keep the entire Shabbos. From right before Shkia till a few minutes after Shkia Matzah Shabbos, then he's Chayiv Misa. Zok the Chassam Sofer, that's what my Rebbe the Hafla says, but I disagree. I hold if a guy keeps 1 minute of Shabbos, 1 minute, l'shem Shabbos, he's Chayiv Misa. Why? 1 minute of Shabbos? So listen to this. There's a Heilige Sefer called Malka Kadisha from the Kosovo Rebbe, Zecher Tzadik L'Vrocha. He says, we all know, the Gemara tells us in Rosh Hashanah, that there's a chiyuv to add to Shabbos. Tosfos Shabbos, before Shabbos and after Shabbos. How much do you have to add? Tosfos tells us on Rosh Hashanah Daf Tes, Kol Shehu, mamish a little tiny drop. So the Rebbe said, he doesn't understand. If there's a halacha that's learned out of a pasuk, that we have to add to Shabbos, it should be, at least something, at least as long as a recess, 20 minutes, half hour, 15 minutes, Kol Shehu, a minute, that's it. What's pshat in that? And then he brings another Mishnah, famous Mishnah in Avos, that there were a bunch of things, 10 things, that were created Erev Shabbos Bein Hashmoshes, right before Shabbos. And then the Mishnah, after it says 10 things, it says, one more thing, Af HaMazikim. Also the damagers were created Bein Hashmoshes. Who are the damagers? Chazal tell us, Shadim. The Shadim were born Erev Shabbos. They were created Erev Shabbos. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu didn't have time to finish them. It was supposed to be a creation like any other animal. Hashem created the neshama of the Shade, but then Shabbos came, boom, so he couldn't finish it off. So Shadim are floating around the world since Sheish Yemei Bereshis as neshamas without bodies. And there's an obvious kash here. HaKadosh Baruch Hu couldn't do it a minute before. Hashem could do everything and anything. Punkt, right before Shabbos, everything was done. Oy, Shadim, I blew it. All the animals in the world, all the birds in the world, all the humans in the world, the only thing I couldn't do is Shadim with a guf. Come on. And the Kosovo Rebbe said the following. Listen to this. He said, you can only ask these kashas if you don't understand the beauty, the value, the preciousness of every minute of Shabbos. HaKadosh Baruch Hu specifically made that the Shadim couldn't finish off by the time Shabbos came to show you what a second of Shabbos does. The moment Shabbos comes, it's a different world. The world is a different world. You're in a different place. It's over. There's nothing more to do. We're done. We're done with the regular days. HaKadosh Baruch Hu wanted to give us that message. He showed us the power of a second, 1 second of Shabbos. And that's why Tosfos tells us that when we add Shabbos, 1 second, 1 minute, you're already Yotzei Tosfos Shabbos. You know why? That's the power of 1 minute of Shabbos. It's not just the Zmiris and the davening. Of course, those are huge, those are powerful. But if we take this is so much bigger. Every minute walking to Shalom Shabbos, walking back, Shabbos afternoon. The preciousness of Shabbos is fascinating. The Kosovo Rebbe says, if you go back, what happened when we left Mitzrayim? Had we been there one more second, we would have never been the same. We would have fallen to the 50th level of Tumah, Chazal tell us, and we would have been done. You know why Shabbos is Zeich L'Tzias Mitzrayim, like the Kosovo Rebbe? Because by Mitzrayim we learned the power of 1 second. Because 1 more second we would have been done. So Shabbos is Zeich L'Tzias Mitzrayim because we want to remember on Shabbos. You know how precious every second is? Remember what happened by Yetzias Mitzrayim? That's how precious a minute and a second on Shabbos is. Why the Chassam Sofer argued with his Rebbe. His Rebbe said a goy has to keep the whole Shabbos. So the Chassam Sofer, no, he doesn't. Even 1 second that a goy keeps Shabbos l'shem Shabbos, he's violating Shabbos because it's not his to keep. A Yid, the power he has on a second of Shabbos, the kedusha that he gets infused with, because the Gemara tells us anybody who says vayichulu, anybody who keeps and lives Shabbos, he's zoichet to be a shutef, a partner with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Only a Yid has that power. Every minute and every second that he lives Shabbos the way a Yid is supposed to.